Alright, thanks. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Skyllian Rogues Campaign 2, Arc of the 12. We got everybody here today. I honestly have no idea what to say. My brain is not working. So without further ado, we're gonna skip the today with us and let's just... What, you want to do today with us? You only have 3 hours of session today.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you should let her choose, but she did just subscribe with tier 1, so.
Oh, okay. Alright. What you want, Aida?
No, it's okay. We can just go
It's
for
special
it.
wife privilege.
Wow.
No, it's the subscriber privilege.
Yeah, subscriber
subscriber
privilege.
privilege.
Exactly. So what do you want, Aida?
That's okay. We can just start.
Alright. So in that case, let us begin as usual with last session. One second. This lower the music a little bit. Alright, so last session. You guys decided to sneak into the Castle of the Sun to meet Thaddeus Atkins, a man Artyom has been looking for the longest time. That sentence was correct, right? Because when I was writing that 4-4, that does not...
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Right, yeah. The party managed to sneak into the castle by lying to the guard. Using Kane's charm, you guys were able to steal an entrance pass and make your way into Solace Constru, where you guys had to split up. Kane and Ignis, you guys had to distract some guards that were looking for you, and meanwhile J5 and Artyom had to kind of sneak into Thaddeus's inner lab, a secret lab that only he uses. Artyom, you managed to talk Thaddeus down from fighting and convince Thaddeus that the Empire is looking to get rid of him. Meanwhile, Kane and Ignis, both of you ran into the Emperor while he is headed for a late night meeting, so to speak. So, let me put on something. Let's go with this. Alright. So, right now, Kane and Ignis, both of you follow the Emperor and Lord Willbreaker as they walk and talk ahead. They walked through the hallway for a bit. They went out because you remember you went into the inner castle. The two of them walked out across the bridge to the outer castle and entered one of the meeting rooms that quite close to where you guys met the Emperor the first time. You can see that the two of them during the whole time they were chatting something about relations with Clocktown and Infinitor. And of course, Willbreaker even mentioned that your reluctance to give away your tattoos. The Emperor just chuckles at it, and
Wait, in front of us?
not really in front of, not like talking directly about you in front of you kind of thing. More like they're having their own discussion out front, but both of you literally have the highest perception in the party, so both of you caught wind of this.
Yeah, okay. Willbreaker's salty.
Regardless, the two of them lead you over to one of the meeting room, and as you open the door, inside you see two individuals, both you've seen before. One of them is a human, 5 o'clock shadow, long hair tied to a bun basically on his back. As you see Kristoff in his kind of like plate armor, fur cloak. Seeing you guys enter, he stands up as a sign of respect. The other one is a fire genasi whose hair is, well, unlike the others who's usually like red, orange, or yellow. This one is black and kind of like swaying upwards like fire each time he moves around his head. Lord Knight, what do you call Ami Maloa's aide, stands as well, and kind of like,
Oh, it's Lord Knight! Hello!
the two of them kind of like first noticing the Emperor walks in, they kind of like bow a little bit, but then like when you guys come in, the two of them were like, What are they doing here?
I'm
Uh,
just gonna like, oh, I'll see Lord Knight. Just gonna wave enthusiastically.
Lord Knight kind of notices you guys. He at first kind of like questions me, what the fuck are you doing here? And then he just shrugs and kind of gives you a nod as well, Ignis, seeing how close you were last time you left each other. The Emperor tells everyone to kind of let's just skip the formalities and tells everybody to sit down. He apologizes that he brought some unannounced guests, but given your relation with Mark, figured that it might be an interesting like insight, well, and just to catch up, because that's one of the main purpose of this meeting is to just catch up about what has happened since your last meeting, basically.
Is it just Lord Knight or Mock?
Lord Knight and Christoph. Christoph
Oh,
Ginchek.
well, King, you haven't met Kristoff yet, technically.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
He turns to you. I believe I saw you when you were at the Sunset Ball. Were you not there?
We were.
Was I
It's
there?
just we were. As we just didn't fully. Well, we didn't have the experience that we had with the rest of your siblings. I suppose.
I see. It is a pleasure to meet you again, Ignis. And a pleasure to meet you, Kate.
But does he sound so off-putting? Like, oh, this guy's.
Probably because he is like, this guy.
Is he like, oh, this guy's?
Go ahead, insight check.
uh.
20.
Ooh!
Looking at his demeanor, he's more of a. You don't feel animosity or what's the word? Disgust, I guess, for lack of a better word, at you guys. You get the feeling that's just how he communicates. A little bit tired in general. He turns to the Emperor. Good evening, the Emperor. Apologies for setting up the meeting this late, but we need to accommodate our friend here. The Emperor nods, laughs, and says, understandable. And turns to you guys as well. Ignis and Kane asks you guys how long have you met with, how long have you known Lord Knight and also Christoph?
Well, we haven't properly met Kristoff. Really, we stumbled into the place kind of by accident.
And Lord Knight kind of pipes up. Yes, they were an interesting intrusion, but since they caught the eye of our leader, we decided to let them slide. If the same were to happen again right now, to be honest, I'm not sure. Given how powerful that you've been since our last meeting. I've heard you've achieved many things, Ignis and Kane. Taking down disasters is no small feat.
We do what we can.
Mhm. We're still trying to take them down. Haha.
Speaking of which, Kristoff interrupts again. Shall we proceed with talking about the disaster in Honohea? The Emperor kind of like surprised that they want to immediately jump to that topic, but relents and immediately jumps into it as well. And describing to you guys, in case you guys don't know about the disaster that is currently in Laqua, talking about how it has an insane range of
In where?
heat. As,
Laqua?
sorry, in Honohea, sorry. In
Oh.
Honohea, where what do you call it? It has an insane range of fire, causing it very difficult for anyone other than fire genasi or tieflings to approach that what do you call that creature. Even then, when you get so close, the fire gets so intense that it was difficult to, do anything, really. And at that point, we're gonna discuss a little bit, talk about how there have been attempts at taking it down. The Kailapa have definitely sent some people, now we learn as well, but when the two of them come to clash in the middle of the battlefield, they decided that their battles against each other is more important than, they're trying to take down the disasters. Infernater have definitely sent some people to investigate. However, they are reluctant to commit to any actual attack. For now, they have been observing, researching, and probing if there are any weaknesses that they can exploit.
Where is it last seen?
Let me check.
Sorry, go ahead with Mock first.
Mark as well have set some excursion, given that they have more disposable armies, so to speak. They have definitely tried send some, but at the moment, none yet. They are unable to, puncture through, basically. Let me find the image. For some reason, I can't find it right now. I've got a 12 invert. My bad. Continents, there you are. View scene. I've got a 12. Honohea. And might as well just show you the scene as well. Activate. Let me put down configure lighting token vision not needed. Global illumination. There you go. Oh, actually, it's better if you open the field of light on fire, isn't it? My bad. 1 second. Let me just change the
So
view.
it's still in the field of light and fire.
Indeed. So far, we realized that the creature is quite, what's the word? Relentless when it comes to trying to take down people who are annoying it, so to speak. Right now, they have been seen at the burning plains. That's why the Infernator.
Hey, 98% for some reason.
I'm sorry.
It loaded and then it's 98% again.
Oh, that's weird.
Does anyone have the same problem? I don't see T in here.
Yeah, I feel
What
like.
problem?
1 second. I think there has been some issues here. I think everybody else disconnected or something. Because I don't see anyone else in the list of characters.
It says you cannot
I'm
switch
stuck
scenes.
loading in. Yeah.
I think
We
you need
just
to
refresh.
refresh. Yeah, I think you need to refresh
Yeah.
that.
We just,
Okay.
I may have changed scene too fast. My bad.
no.
Buy better internet, Rain.
We got better
Looks at
internet.
Aina.
We just need to go to that place.
Yeah, next we should be moving next week, so that we should have better internet by next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Hopefully. I don't even know if we can put forward into the internet.
Oh yeah, speaking of next week.
Yes.
I don't know, quick aside while we're reloading this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few days ago, I got orders to go to some training in Fort McCoy, so I don't know yet what my Saturdays will look like.
I see.
I don't know if I'll have them free or if I'll be doing training on the weekends too.
Gotcha. All right. No, it's all good. You deal with life stuff as usual. No need
I'll
to
be back by
worry.
November 4th, though.
Gotcha.
Mm.
All right. Okay, everybody loaded it.
Yep.
99.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, okay. All good.
It's
I'm
still
here.
loading for me, but I can continue with the gameplay.
All right.
Look at that. It's our old map from when we were trying to find things.
And before
that's
you
the
were
grasshopper guy.
teleporting all over the place.
Oh, this is where the big balls is.
Yes. So, this is where you last see
This was
the big ball.
Joe's map. This is where we found Jean.
Indeed.
Oh, it's here. Okay.
So, last you seen, the what do you call the disaster was over in that area there. Let me change the camera for a bit. There you go.
In that area.
In the field of blades. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This
But
was like months back.
yeah, exactly. Since then, Christoph describes it has moved northwards, towards
Wait, wait, wait,
what do
wait,
you call
wait, wait.
Kailapa.
Let me. So it was like
Oh, you wanna wait? Let me draw. Let me draw.
okay, but I did good too.
It
Jeez.
has been following a trail heading towards Kailapa. And around this time, Christoph said that the Nawilans were able to do something and managed to distract the disaster to head towards the burning plains. Last it was noticed, it was over in this region over here, heading
Oh,
towards Inferno Terra.
why did Navilan do something when it's heading to Kailapa? I would assume they don't mind. I mean,
From from their intelligence reports, it's mainly to prevent something worse from happening. The what do you call the disaster is a little bit unpredictable. After Kailapa, I might head towards Nawila's forces and so on. They are battling right over in this region. A bit hard to mobilize everybody.
okay, all right.
So redirect so they can focus on their war. Right now it's heading towards Infinitor. At this point, the Emperor kind of nods along, understanding the process, and then he asks about the shipment that was sent over towards Smak. Were they put to good use? Christoph turns and replies, "Yes. Shipments have provided us with enough manpower for us to deal with any threats. Right now, we are amassing armies and hopefully be able to figure out a way to take down L'Aqua before Inverter gets to it."
Is that what you people been calling it, L'Aqua?
Yes, that's what the locals have been calling it, L'Aqua.
Okay, because I've been calling it a burning eye angel.
Understandable. That's I guess a common way to
Giant
call
eye
it.
angel.
To be fair,
Typically accurate angel.
you haven't really spent much time in Honohea since your last visit.
Yeah.
Regardless, seems like everything's going to plan, and if there is nothing else, we have someone in Infernator that should be able to help our efforts and take down that eye before Infernator is able to mobilize their team. The Emperor nods and thanks what do you call Christoph for the report, and is glad that things are going to plan. He turns to
Who is
Wordbreak. Yeah.
who is dealing? I mean, I know you say for the tear, but are there specific people? Like, is it the government? And I use it lightly because I don't really know.
Yeah, it is their government for sure, aka the Betrayer King. Him and his
Which
men are
any
amassed.
house in particular?
Uh, in general, it's everyone's game trying to deal with this. Multiple houses have created alliances so that they're able to deal with this creature at once. But of course, every effort is helping his favorite children to deal with the attack. He, the two of them gonna discuss a little bit more on how the what's the word? The Betrayer King's not really considering to work with the Empire. But it's more, apparently it's more about the country's policy of remaining neutral from any alliances, external alliances, as promised to the Bright Queen. Uh,
The Bright Queen is
yeah,
the. I mean, I've heard of the Bright Queen. I just don't remember the lore behind it.
you can roll his religion check.
No,
Are you bad at that?
I have +1.
Let's go.
Better than 0.
Oh!
You know everything.
This is your hometown. You know about Infernater and the reason he's called the Betrayer King. It's because he
Yeah.
betrayed his own kind during a long time ago, so that all the fiends are kicked out from this plane of existence. He can only betray his kind, of course, because otherwise, what do you call the
It's not really a
angels would win.
betrayer.
And there's another betrayer on the other side, which is the Bright Queen, the one that has basically betrayed the angels, so that the angels leave this plane, and that's how the war basically between heaven and hell ended. And in exchange, the Betrayer King is able to have a foothold in this plane. However, as per his agreement with the Bright Queen, is not allowed to expand its borders or build any alliances or anything
Oh,
whatsoever.
that's why.
That is all that he can have.
Hey, at least you didn't betray that. Oh,
Well, that's the reason Infernita has been the oldest nation in the world right now. And perhaps, based on his wisdom, even more into the future. But that's basically it. Our plans to declare independence have been met with some opposition with people from Ohane. But beyond that,
who is speaking?
uh, Lone Knight.
Oh, okay.
But beyond that, we've been dealing with it. And the Emperor asks, are you planning to take over the entirety of the Field of Light and Fire? Lord Knight replies, that's a little bit too ambitious, even for us. I'm going to focus on the Field of Blades and possibly Black Marsh first. Afterwards, we will consider expanding further to the Blood Rivers or maybe the Northern Divide. That is something we will have to think.
You're fighting against Nawila and Kailapan forces?
No, they are a little bit too busy with their own war to bother with us. Seems like they haven't prepared a formal response to the declaration of our existence. And yes, that does mean your vow of silence has now been lifted.
We assumed that since the party. What was it? What was the party again? The
Sunset Ball.
ball? The sunset ball.
He gives you a nod. And well, that's essentially it.
Why, just curious, why the sudden change of policy, I suppose?
The idea is we want to make ourselves known. Stop living in, hiding. We are our own people. We don't want to live in hiding. Just because we are undead doesn't mean we shouldn't have a right to live, so to speak. Inferitor seems to be amenable to that, especially they have their... I can't remember what house it was. Especially
There were
since
lots of hats.
they have someone that is amenable to such practices as well. I don't remember the house name, but basically there is a house in Infernater. Oh, there you go. I have it. House of Castle, House of Heroes, Dragon,
Ooh,
Terror, War,
Ektan
Ruin,
not gonna like them, right?
Wisp.
Ektan
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, this is the
is
one. This is the one that they fought against, if I recall correctly. I think mentioned it to you. I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called. That's the thing. It was a house. Nope, House of Whispers is Ektan.
yeah, House of Whispers is Ektan, but got demoted because of something.
Because
Betrayal.
yeah. No,
No, we
because they
found
had because he was kidnapped and there's nothing. The house isn't doing anything, so the land is given to someone else. That's the idea.
yeah, we found him in Mark.
Yeah. Do you want to mention that out
He
loud?
was a slave. No, no, no. I'm mentioning it to the party
Oh, okay,
just so
okay, okay, okay,
everyone
okay.
remembers because it's been like years. I don't know
Yeah, yeah,
if
that's fine.
everyone remembers Ektan.
But yeah, do we have someone on the inside? They are helping us with smoothing out the transition. Ohani, on the other hand, land of the dwarves and giants, they're not exactly amenable to an army of undead. And again, the Genasis are a bit too busy with their wars to care about us.
Why are they? Why? I mean, it's just it started after I left Kailapa. I still don't fully understand the start of the war.
I'm sure it's something small, like, I don't know, someone didn't get invited to a birthday party or something, but after that it just escalated again and again and again until war is the only answer. I wonder if I mean, you are the evidence that some people don't even know why they're fighting in the first place. It's just is.
What has the Earth Genasis do about it? The ones in Mount Aqua.
Earth Genasis have always been a little bit more reserved. They've been focused on protecting their borders, and because of that, the Fire Genasis are a bit more amenable to them. But given that what the Nawilans' willingness to expand and change their borders very frequently, they're not a fan. But as long as the Nawilans are focused on their war with Kailapa, I think Mount Aqua will stand aside. Well, regardless, that's everything we have to let you know, Emperor. If there's anything else, you know how to contact us. And the Emperor kind of nods, understands, and asks them before that they go, do you eat? The two of them look at each other for a bit. I do imbibe. And Christoph.
Do you eat? Do you want to eat? I just imagine how awkward that is.
Exactly.
The
Lord Knight,
Emperor being awkward.
Lord Knight replies, I do imbibe occasionally. Christoph, I think the last time I ate was 3 years ago. And the Emperor
Holy
replies,
shit.
and asks, like, but you guys do eat. And he claps his hand, and a serving of like various foods and ingredients appears on the table for you guys to enjoy a little bit, after the meeting to chat it out and further just get to know each other. Mainly the Emperor talks and asks about the two of you's relationship, basically how you met, what you guys helped with, and what about that arc in there, blah blah blah, and all that. Meantime, on the other side of the world, J5 and Artyom, the two of you stand on this kind of like mezzanine level overlooking the entire lab. You see Thaddeus standing at the center of that mezzanine, looking at you guys. No longer wary, no longer protected by the sphere that was covering his body. He places some kind of device on the table next to a bed in the mezzanine and then sits on it.
The bed, not the device, right?
He sits on the bed, not device, yes.
What is the device? Can I look at it?
It, for lack of a better word, it looks like a remote.
Hmm.
There, it's like a steel, sorry, a wooden box with what looks to be like knobs and buttons on it.
Oh, it's like several buttons, several
Yeah,
knobs.
yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, Artyom will move in to secure that first and foremost. Feels important.
Uh-huh.
And pocket it, or put it in a bag, and turn to Thaddeus and say, "The research you have stolen, where is it?"
It's down there. 1 second. He stands up, languidly walks past you towards the staircase.
Artyom will shadow him, to say the least.
Yeah. Slowly makes his way down. During the whole time, he looks at everything. What is your passive insight, Artyom?
With advantage,
+5, so
because
16, right? You can see that he is definitely a he has this look of resignation, basically. He kind of half expects you to stab him in the back right now. Uh, but regardless, he continues making his way down the stairs towards the section of the room that looks like a kind of science lab, basically. There's a couple of tables, couple of stools, and some cabinets where a bunch of science equipment is being held in. He walks over to one of the filing cabinets. Uh, he waves his hand over it, and you hear a loud and he pulls the drawer open. And he reaches inside. The file goes surprisingly deep. Like it's the height of the drawer is merely like the size of his forearm, but he just jams his entire arm in there
no.
and pulls out a file. It's a little bit ruined, a little bit. I wouldn't say dusty actually. It's a little bit old, a little bit torn in some edges. It's a little bit frayed. But those aren't additional damage. It's what you've accumulated over the years of researching on this topic. Seems like
Mhm.
this item is still taken care of since it left your hands. He looks at it, stares at it for a bit. He sighs and turns and hands it to you. Here. That's sorry what happened to your friend.
Tim will give him like a non-reaction, a half shrug, and say he got caught in the crossfire of what you perceived was a good idea.
He looks down.
Regardless, is there anything else here that you wish to take?
What what do you mean?
Once we leave this place, the Empire will no doubt descend upon it in search of anything and everything that they could use in the future. I just want to make sure there is nothing here that would cause them to go to Shimon, kill you personally.
He turns around, looking at everything. Everything's funded by them. So I think I should leave everything behind. They'll be able to track it, I assume. I'll just be going with the clothes on my back. Even then, I think we should stop somewhere and change it.
Are you sure? Because, as far as I'm aware, scrying is a very good way to find out where you are, and if there is anything on those papers, those items, that they can consider to be dangerous for the security of the Empire, they will use it as an excuse to hunt you down.
I mean, that kind of points at the paper that you're holding. That's basically their property right now. If you're taking that away, I mean, they're gonna want it back. That's why I'm thinking just leave everything here. I'm not bringing anything. They have no reason to bring to find me. I didn't take anything. I didn't. That's the best I can do. Just leave
Artyom will reach up
everything.
to his hand, tap his forehead twice, and say, "There are still things in there, I am sure they want to get their hands on."
I mean, everything I've been working on is here. If they if they want to kill me for what I know, then there's not much I can do about that. Even modified memory can erase like 10 minutes. Spent here years. Not much I
True,
can
but
do.
if they cannot connect what you know with what is here, or what is not here, you will be safer.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything, I'm merely stating the fact that so long as you know things, and they can confirm that you know things, you could be perceived as a danger, even if it's something innocuous or small that you don't think about. A formula for a more potent explosive powder, for example, even something like that. If they can connect that with you, and they consider that to be too dangerous to be in the hands of someone not employed by the Empire, or worse yet, in the custody of another country,
I
that
understand
could
what
be
you're
seen
referring
as a
to, but
liability.
this secret lab here is not exactly entirely secret. It's secret from my staff. But the Emperor, uh, the children, they know of this place. It's not an entire secret. Everything I work is for, they know about it. It's for them, anyways. So, no. Everything that I did, they know. That if they decide to kill me for what I know, then there's not really much I can do about it.
Right, I am just checking because far be it for me to say that I know you after tracking you down for this many years, but
Understandable, but
I would assume you had something on the side.
I think you think too highly of me, Dr. Asimov.
Too lowly, perhaps. He's gonna stuff the documents into his bag. And turn to J5 to, for the three of us to communicate further and say, the staff upstairs cannot know what is transpiring, so it's within everyone's interest to lay low and get out without raising any concerns or alarms. The more people implicated in this, the more wet work the Empire will have to commit later. So let's try to keep casualties to a minimum and keep our heads down.
Maybe they don't have any
That is a
reason
good
to.
idea, friend Artyom. However, we still need to find a way to get past that statue uh, door, statue portal
I'll
thing.
gesture to Thaddeus. You have ID, do you not?
I do. He pulls out a coin from his left chest pocket. It's here. We can get out. It's not a problem. Oh, did you sneak in here? What's your reasoning?
Pardon?
Oh, did you just sneak in here? Did you just a cover story? I can just, to be honest, none will suspect if I just walk out with you guys. They would just assume you're some important people from a different department, from a different Solus.
It was
Well,
a bit of both. We did sneak and we did lie our way through.
All right.
We'll have to be a little more creative with our exit.
Understandable.
before we leave, Mr. Thaddeus, if you may, this unit has
Yes.
some questions. If you would like to answer them.
My life is literally in your hands right now. Go ahead.
Well, remember the tragedy that you caused back in Clocktown?
Yes.
Why? Why did you do that? Is there any particular reason? You
If I
have?
can just really quickly interrupt, sorry. Artem
Yeah.
will wander off to look at things scattered about, see if there's anything actually worth taking to,
All right. Go ahead.
pocket that while he's up there.
All right. Investigation check for me. And
Just while
J5.
he's distracted.
Yeah. Uh, it's not part of my plan. Uh, that was Norman's um, thing. I did not know why he did that. Well, I kinda do. We needed a way to retrieve your research. And well, to make sure that the research is credited to us and no one else. Uh, and this way we can say that your project was a failure, but ours is a successful version of it. That was the idea, at least.
But then, why did you put the blame on this unit? Wouldn't it make more sense if you blame, let's say, Mr. Friend Artie over here, or even what's the name of our friend again? Can't remember.
Uh,
Sterling.
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 Sterling, yeah, or our friend Sterling.
I did not. I think that was merely the, uh, pardon my word here, the incompetence of the Clocktown's ruling class, if you ask me. We did not implicate anyone in anything. We merely started the detonation, and we do admit it was a larger problem than we had. It was a larger explosion than it was initially planned. But yes.
And this plan, this plan was solely to just retrieve the research. No, there's no other third party involved in it.
Well, this was a part of our project called Project Cyber. The idea is to it was the project that led me to get the Princeps position in Solus Constru. I was able, with the research, I was able to able to create prosthetics. I was able to mimic the agility that is visible in things like warforges, like you. Um, most golems are often slow and sluggish, but what you had researched, it was revolutionary. Uh, Project Cyber was part of that. Was my proposal uh, to be able to get into this position. I hit a wall, so to speak, until I heard about your research over there. And we decided to go undercover and gonna pause us for a very long time, steal the research for ourselves.
Wait, then
Uh,
why
can't
did
find
the
it.
explosion
Where's
was
the research
necessary?
paper again?
I'm
Can't find
sorry.
it again. Project
How did
Cyber is the explosion thing, right?
Pro- Project Cyber is
Yeah.
the proposal to create a prosthetic. The
Okay.
explosion
Yeah,
thing is merely one of the actions that they took to get the research from you
to get
guys.
that. Okay.
And then they
All right.
presented your research as if it was their own within the Empire. They have been a part of the
And
Empire this whole time.
oh, okay. Huh. Well then, Mr. Thaddeus, that kind of complicate things then. That does that mean the whole explosion part is approved by the Empire? Did they actually consent you on setting explosive in another country?
No, no. It was just. It was my stupidity. That is all.
But you were not a part of the cover up. Then someone else is then.
There was no cover up. Like they didn't do any attempts to kind of like implicate you. They just happened to because if I recall, you were implicated because the explosive was made by you, right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true.
We just
That
happened
is what is genius.
to we just we just picked the right device. Y you were unlucky, Mr. J5.
Hmm. I can't find the notes. I need to read the
What
notes
note?
back.
Is it your
Where's the notes?
backstory or what?
No, the notes that our team gave us.
Oh, right, the
Oh,
whole
Where is
brewery thing. Project
just
Cyber.
put it in
where
like world
Document.
or background.
I think you can
where
search
is
home
it?
brewery from.
I was about to say, yeah, I think it's this one. I'm just dropping
I
a
also,
random link in the chat.
wait,
I'm sure it's fine.
yeah, I think it's that one. We pinned it.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
looking.
It's
Okay,
in
yeah,
the pin
this one.
message.
Project Seeker. Okay. Okay. Blah blah blah. Scapegoat. What Project Cyber? So we know what Project Cyber. Okay. Oh yes. Okay. Okay. All right then.
But redacted was their names. So Cicero and Thaddeus.
Hmm. Well,
Ask
what's
him if
then
they know
then?
anything about Project Seeker.
Well, well, you see, Mr. Thaddeus, being exiled from Clocktown, this unit pretty much wants to clear its name again. Is there anything you can share about your insight about your research? About the your research was trying to revive the Warforged uh not breeding, what about manufacturing, not
Yeah,
manufacturing,
Restoration.
manufacturing, like basically
creation,
creation of
yeah,
Warforges.
creation of Warforged,
Yes,
right?
that one was Project Fakatsu, my most recent project. The idea was to we're planning to send an expedition into the Endless Maze. Uh, we're hoping with a talented enough team we'll be able to figure out a production timeline or something, because I have this hypothesis where the entire continent is actually some kind of transport.
You
And
mean Precarium?
exactly.
A what? A transport?
Yes. And the endless maze was merely a series of corridors and rooms uh, that has been there the whole time. The entirety of the endless maze have not been mapped out yet, and I'm hoping to push forward in that project, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out a way to identify if there are production methods within uh, Praecurium, so to speak.
What's the endless
Hmm.
maze?
Can you tell this unit more about this and this maze? Maybe we can pull our resources together.
You would already know about Endless Maze. It's like dust is to Atileru and mythic creature is to Shimon.
Remote.
Endless
Okay.
Maze is essentially a series of maze that seemingly There's no
And looks
confirmation yet. Seemingly expands all throughout the continent of what do you call
Precarium.
Precorium.
Aquarium.
Yeah. But in there, they don't know who created it. The maze has been there, and it's old enough to a point that there's not any signs of previous civilization that people can compare it to and take note like, oh yes, this is from this civilization. Seems like it has always been there the whole time.
It came with the continent. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that is an interesting hypothesis, but are the progress that you made over there is recorded in the research paper you give to friend Artyom?
We have not completed it yet. We are currently looking for suitable individuals to proceed with this project. I was suggested to use um it kind of looks at you guys, you, but kind of looks at Artyom. I'd rather not make contact with uh, Dr. Asimov over here. We're still in the searching right now. The second one that was recommended was a Chroma Revenge, but at the moment the children are using them to be sent into All Home to figure out if there is anything they can find out regarding the artifacts and the arcs and the disasters that you've been discovering.
Hmm. Well, that is interesting. Perhaps once you settle down back in Clocktown, maybe we can come into contact with each other again, and we can discuss this further.
Well, if
Because
I
this unit will very much find a way for this unit to return back to Clocktown. But as of now, this unit is unable to.
He looks down for a bit. He opens his mouth a couple of times, clearly wanting to say something, but he is unsure. Of course, I'll be happy to remain in touch.
Well, thank you,
Is this
Mr.
the point
Thaddeus.
where you
But then
inside?
there's one more thing this unit finds a bit weird. Your partner, what was his name again? I can't remember the
Cicero.
names.
Cicero Norman.
Sarah Norman. We found him down in the sewers of this city. Um,
That's
infected
impossible.
by infected by the fallen blight. Do you know how that happened?
I I have no idea, unfortunately. I honestly lost contact with him once we returned from Shimon. So, yeah.
That sounds citable.
Insight.
Go ahead, roll insight.
Inside.
I'm
Uh,
not there.
Is it me doing it,
Yeah.
J5, or do you want to do it?
I mean, I'm assuming you're keeping your ear open the whole time.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm,
can't
I'm
you
like,
guys both do it?
I have a passive of 17 and a +7 on it.
Oh shit.
yeah, I
Okay.
can do
Yeah.
that.
For
I have
insight?
a +1 to insight. So
Go ahead. Roll insight check,
But
J5.
my roll is not that good.
Advantage
It's
there
and
you
nice.
good.
go.
What do you mean not that
He
good?
he knows something about what happened to Cicero for sure. Given
Well,
his reaction, given how open he has been so far, clearly he wants to hide it. And it
okay.
must be something that he's kind of ashamed to admit.
Well, you see, Mr. Thaddeus, what this unit finds weird is that the Empire is keen to to kill off Mr. Norman when we stormed his hideout. they were not about to take what do you call that hostages to interrogate people more on how the fallen is being hidden right under the emperor's nose.
Uh,
If you have more information on this, it would help us find out more about this fallen threat.
I'll be honest, I don't even know Cicero was here. But if there is fallen under the city, I would assume the emperor and the children would be getting right on it. They've always preached the city of Merodroth to be kind of like a beacon of utopia, as close as they can get to it. Clearly, there are some things that can be worked on. So perhaps it was just their zealousness on wanting to clear the fallen threat. Is what I'm thinking.
Uh, well, you see, Mister Thaddeus, I have a high insight.
Well, in this
Yeah,
sense, he's telling the truth.
Yeah,
you're
but
not probing the right.
yeah, well, but consider this, Mister Thaddeus. If you hide anything from us, it would hamper our ability to protect you from whatever the Empire might do to you. For example, if what happens to your friend is a direct result of him being punished by the Empire,
No,
or maybe
no. The Can I pause this for a bit? The Empire had nothing to do with Norman's death. It was me.
hmm,
I
would you care to elaborate?
He pauses for an extremely long time. With your insight, you would know that he is really hesitant to continue with this. And based on you reading his mannerism from before, he's about to say something that, shows even more negative about his character.
Uh, can I do something from across the room?
Yep.
While he's looking down, when he looks up, he sees that I'm like across the room, some files in hand, staring at him like menacingly, dead on ahead.
Intimidation check, please.
To ask him politely to reconsider.
I
I'll
mean,
flash that just in case.
All right,
one
22.
one angle you could do is like, hey, we've known all the bad things that you have already, and
Right? That's
or
kind of it. Like I am angry at you for hiding. Stop it. You know.
Look at him. Looks at you, Artyom, for a bit. Immediately looks back down. I hired some unsavory types to take Cicero out. They said that he was shot and pushed into the ocean. And I swear that is all I know. He was supposed to be
Mm,
dead.
that
I
makes sense. What Cicero said, he was betrayed, right?
yeah,
I I wanted to take credit for everything for myself. He looks down, like unwilling to meet your eyeliner.
Well, a word of advice for your future endeavors, Mister Thaddeus. Perhaps maybe you should learn to share the glory of achievements, because as a researcher to another, we are unable to achieve anything by doing it alone. Everything happens because we work together. We share the glory together. That is the spirit of research, no?
I'll keep that in mind. In the meantime, Artyom, during the whole time you're doing your looking around and everything, trying to figure out what the hell's going on in this room, you notice his room has a bunch of stuff, obviously. One point of interest is the
Is
God
SI.
bless you.
he?
Thank you. Oh, you heard that. Sorry, I didn't mute in time.
I didn't
No,
hear. Just you went. And
Oh,
you
okay.
then it went silent for a second.
Alright, okay.
I can
Okay.
kind of assume.
First one, the most obvious, is the Mega Besmurti. Looking at him, clearly he looks to follow the blueprint that you have in your research, but all the parts are like much larger than it should. You look at the side of the table, you see that what do you call? There are attempts at making a smaller version. From that, you can deduce that he's not good enough to make a smaller version. This larger version is like the smallest that he can make, basically. Looking around again, you on that same desk, you see a couple of silver cages. One of them is still kind of like have this kind of like a dull glow from within it. Walking around some more, in the lab section where there's like a bunch of drawers and everything. You're just pulling through lab equipment. You try to pull one, it's a little bit heavier. You pull it out and you realize there's a dead warforge inside it. There's a couple of these drawers that contain dead warforges.
Oh.
And
Why
then,
did he stuff them in the drawers? Oh my god.
and then, it's not like it's closer to a like the morgue corpse drawer thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has those.
Okay.
He didn't like
My
stuff
thing is like,
a Warforge into his desk drawer right now.
It's like an arm sticking out.
Yeah, exactly. And finally,
ew.
the SIV, I told you, the one that is used to research a creature, seeing multiple layers of his body without dissection. There is a live Warforged on it, bound, chained onto it. The guy seems to be unconscious because the light is turned off. Yeah, no, it's closer to like hibernation, like how J5 would be in, you know.
But like no apparent injuries.
No apparent injuries, no.
Gonna slowly turn back towards Thaddeus, looking for a while, see if he offers an explanation or any words.
Yeah, when he notices you're pulling the drawers with dead warforges, he was very quick to explain himself. Those warforges were dead when I received them. Okay? I didn't
And
kill
where did
them.
you receive them from?
On the fields, people will find destroyed warforges. Most of them are adventurers. I merely asked to purchase a couple of them that the Empire comes by. That is all.
And Artyom, as a researcher, I'm guessing that the way it's knocked out warforges weren't the same as knocked out humans. Okay, they wake up like 20ish minutes after being knocked out, or are they different?
Warforge. Oh, you can still knock out a Warforge, like a sleep spell or something. That's still possible.
Hmm?
Like if they long rest, they don't have to get knocked out. They can just hibernate. But this guy's knocked out. Perhaps from some kind of spell or something for sure.
See.
That one's a criminal. Uh, he was assigned to a death sentence, but well, we instead of killing him, I paid the executioner to just knock him out, and then I use him here.
Provided you're telling the truth, that's quite all right.
You can see like his shoulders immediately slump, like as a sigh of relief. Like, oh, okay, he approves. He's not gonna kill me now. So,
Um, And
Well,
I suppose
shall
you have
we?
confirmed that he is guilty and not just taking a word for it.
No, he, I was there at the execution, and I personally interacted with the executioner and provided a body double as a replacement.
What were the crimes?
He was a raider. He and a couple of others were about to be executed. I spared his life by paying the executioner and replacing the body with another creature of the same unit. Change the clothing. No offense, but Warforges do have similar build for similar unit type, similar models.
Wait, am I hearing that right? He sent another Warforged to die because of this guy.
Oh no, already dead
Put the
Warforged.
already dead warfare, yeah.
Yeah, just change
Okay, okay,
just
okay.
change the clothing, change any like marks that was there.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's not like he's taking another life Warforged for this
No,
one.
no, 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 no. He just took a dead one and just passed it over. He was looking for bodies and he managed to find one, so just swap it out to get a live one.
Suppose we can question this one. See what he has to say in his defense. And provided he is guilty, then we can go about our business.
Very well. He walks over to the operating table looking thing.
Gonna interrupt him. Not now. Later, when we're clear from here. Dragging another body behind is suspicious, at the very least.
Oh, yeah. Well, uh, if you, how are you going to talk to him if we're not here anymore?
I'm thinking about it.
You could interrogate him now, and then we can just, I can set a delayed spell so that the dispel magic works after we're gone. Maybe 3 days later or something.
Unfortunately, I would rather not chance it because, well, simply put, we don't have that much time. Right, J5, I have an idea. Let us do it this way. He's gonna reach into his pack and pull out a pair of his manacles that he carries around, or dimensional shackles, I should say.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
And like look between Thaddeus and the unconscious Warforged to try and decide who to put them on. Before ultimately realizing that I don't know if you can put it on two people because it's two shackles, right?
Yeah.
Bind them together. Can I do that?
It serves as a mundane shackle, so you can do it. However, you can tie Thaddeus to the Warforged, like one arm
Yeah.
in each hole. You can do that.
So will it
But
prevent both of them from teleporting?
Yes, that is correct. I don't
Oh,
think you
okay.
have
Sick.
teleportation spell anyways. I think he has teleportation spell anyways. Yeah.
I don't know what the Warforged is. He could be a level 20
Right.
wizard,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah. That's right. That's right. All right. So you want to chain
Yeah, I'll chain them together.
Thaddeus and the Warforged?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah, just
Oh,
making
wait.
sure.
You know what? I do have that thing as well. I have it active.
I'm sorry. What is it?
Dimension and shackles.
Oh, you have it as
You have it too?
well.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So these are a list of my active infusions.
I see.
Dimension
I had them
shackles
like
are
that.
active.
That is so much better than the way I did it. For me, it's very hard to keep up with what items I got.
Um, I, I, if 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 you're worried about him, I understand, but why do I need to be shackled? I'm complying with you right now.
Well, you were complying with the morals and ethics of Clocktown until you decided not to.
He pauses for a bit. Fair, but it will not look nice if I'm walking out with a shackle.
I know. That's why I wanted to put it only on one hand and then cover it up with a coat or something. Again, I do not care about the optics. I care about the practicality of getting you out of here.
On second thought, friend Artyom, Mr. Thaddeus here has a really keen mind and a smart, what do you call that? And is a researcher in his own right, right? Is that true,
Mm.
Mr. Thaddeus?
Yes.
You're not just someone who just steals other people's
No,
research.
no,
Right?
I still do my. I created the Pheramite. You can see that he's definitely offended that you assume that he's not a researcher, but then he realizes he's overstepping his boundary and he reels back. I, I do some research. Maybe not as well as Dr. Asimov here, but he just stops.
Hmm. Well, because this unit thinks that since we have our own research wing, wouldn't it be better if we
Oh, no, I'm
recruit
not
him?
about to invite someone who is very morally corrupt to our company. That
Hey,
is the start of the downfall of ass holdings.
We
I
are the
still
assholes.
can't believe you hiding your company ass holdings.
It's
I
canon.
love it.
You're right.
But 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 this unit is thinking that what if the Empire finds out? Then would it be they consider us stealing their worker? Yeah, one
I
of
mean,
the
he can
more.
live on another name. Ignis literally has a spell that he can reincarnate you as something else.
Oh, wow.
The way you do
No,
this, you
I
have to
can
die
change their
first.
body. Yeah,
Trust me
but
on this. Stab.
no, I can change their body now. They don't have to die.
Oh wait,
But
Ignis can
stabbing
make
is more fun.
out of character wise. Ignis can create a alternate what do you call that alternate identity business. Oh, you want to live another life?
Oh my god,
Give me
that
the
is
money, the
dangerous.
diamonds, or the oils that I need.
Oh my god,
Trust me on this.
a witness protection program?
Oh wow.
An Ignis protection program.
Yeah, exactly.
Ignis protection.
But
I like that.
you will never be away from Ignis Ascending once you meet her. She will always torment
Yeah,
you.
it's like I'm the patron. I'm on my way to
I
becoming a
mean,
patron.
you're at that power level right now.
Well, what do you think, Mister Friend Artyom?
You
Should
should
we
really
recruit
talk
him,
to the ass holders. I'm just saying.
or maybe just bring him to the rest of the group and we can decide later.
Can I take a deep, deep breath, sigh, and speak in Dwarven to try and, throw Thaddeus off
Yeah.
and hope the J5 understands Dwarven and say, do you understand me?
J5, do you understand Dwarven?
Wait, dwarven. No.
How are you a crafter without speaking Dwarven? Fine. Gonna switch back to common. Simply put, I do not trust him. Will leave him alone with any kind of equipment or anything else for that matter. What I would very much like to do is do right by you. Bring him before a jury or judge in Shimon, Clocktown, and, well, have him confess to his crimes and redeem your name. Thaddeus, they will banish you from the country, but that is a non-issue. I'm assuming you never wanted to go back there anyway. And as you can see by J5 here, it's not like it impedes you in any way. Once you confess your crimes and you're exiled, we'll go our own separate ways.
Right. They
I
have a
even have some
code.
friends who can set you up with a new identity.
Right. They have a code against non-killing. Against killing. Yes, I would be willing to do that.
Well, if friend Atim here does not trust you enough to recruit him to our research team, then uh,
I'm
let's just
sorry,
bring him
you're
to our
planning to
campus.
include me to your research team? Why?
Yeah,
I I
dude.
destroyed your home. I killed your friend. I stole your research.
Well, all of that are unfortunate, but this unit believes that people can change. People can change for the better.
Do you think, J5, that all the bodies we had to wade through in Clocktown and in getting here, do you think they would agree with you?
I agree with that, J5. As much as I want a second, third, fourth chance, but I, I'm a monster. Just kind of just saying it out loud first time with only a little hesitation.
Make a therapist solution?
Well, now that you've admitted your guilt and your wrongdoings, perhaps that is the first step for you to your atonement. This unit does not believe that ending your life or killing you would give you the proper atonement that everyone needs. This unit believe that in a proper atonement means that you give your best to better the world. You have a sharp mind, a brilliant mind. Perhaps you can use that to do something that will help other people.
With
Bring forth a better, brighter future for everyone.
he just have his kind of like mouth slightly ajar, looking at you. You can see his eyes is a little bit glassy. Kind of steps back in disbelief, like you can kind of see like in his head right now. Oh, I must be dead this whole time. This is just like my like purgatory to admit my wrongdoings and shit. And he looks at you guys. He looks at Artyom with a look that kind of asks, "Is this guy for real?"
Takes a cigarette out of his mouth, looks at him and gives him a shrug. A very genuine one at that.
J5 stomps everybody.
Also, Ignis and Kane is like, I feel like I have to shrug now. Like, wow.
Well, but this unit still believe that you do need to be punished for your crimes, the wrongdoings that you've done. But let's just let the proper authorities deal with it. It's not in our place to exact judgment.
He gives you a nod. Understand? All right. So
Alright.
while this whole conversation is happening, I'm assuming you're gonna skip forward to you guys, start walking out. On the other side of the room of the hall, Kane and Ignis, you guys have been having the most wonderful dinner,
Dinner.
talking with like Christoph and everything. You kind of realize that Lot Knight is not as what do you call his personality is closer to Kane, if anything. Once you
What?
get to know him a little bit, like he's a little bit jolly. He's actually quite chatty.
Aw.
And you gotta talk to him a little bit. Meanwhile, Kristoff on the other hand is closer to Artyom, the stoic
Of
type
course.
in the background, provides insightful kind of comments here and there, but for the most part keeps quiet. The
Does
Emperor,
he
yeah.
does Kristoff ever like glance at Kane or whatnot?
Oh,
Like
definitely. Kind of like with your insight, you would know the whole time he's kind of like assessing this kid here, like. Yeah, like you can kind of clearly see like there are some parts when like okay, when Kane's not talking, he's looking at him, looking at Kane. Okay, he's got a good build. Looks like he's earned the what do you call the approval of an emperor. It's like not too bad. And then Keynes opens his mouth and he's kind of like,
His body's great. It turns out his personality is shit.
kind of situation, like his achievements, his like credibility, his skills up there.
And he
His
looks over and he
personality,
sees Kane.
oh my God, it's another Fritz, basically.
He sees Kane's with chopsticks up his nose, trying to make Lord Knight laugh.
Yeah, exactly. The Emperor laughs along. What do you call Lord Knight forget that he's in the presence of an Emperor, laughs along as well. Willbreaker leans to the side to look at you like, are you kidding me right now? The Emperor laughs along as well. Like just
It is just like, Kane, my God.
Kane is actually doing a very fabulous walrus intimidation right now. It should bring a tear to your eye. It is cinematic.
Yeah. But after a lot of conversation, the night comes to a close. The pair of them stands up. Hey, thank you very much for the night. It has been incredible. Did not expect this dinner, Emperor. It was nice. The Emperor replies with a kind of like a thanks as well because he actually enjoyed the dinner as well. Let's chatting, getting to know you guys and everything. And he tells you that he will have to go right now. I'm sure, and he tells the two of them that for sure they know how to teleport out. So do that thing.
uh, can I just before they do go like
Uh-huh.
I pull Lord Knight aside and like um uh we we saw it came out. Lakua. We fought it briefly. If you need any help, just give us a sending.
Oh, we will let you know. Thank you very much. Why not tell? Why not tell it just now during the meeting? Emperor at this point has walked out with Worldbreaker. It's only Kristoff and Lord Knight with you in the room right now.
Well, I don't have a good reason other than I possibly like I wasn't sure when's the right time.
I'm pretty sure just now is the best time to talk about this, but you don't need to explain yourself. We'll let you know. No, what am I doing? He looks around
Um,
for a bit,
Reporting him.
leans over to your ear. The Emperor specifically asked us to not invite you. He leans back. Well, we're going to be heading off now. I hope you have a wonderful night. Come on, Kristoff.
You
The,
too.
em-
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I
the emperor.
thought.
What?
That's why it's a
What?
good thing I did it after.
What is he again? My uncle?
Yeah, your uncle, one of your
Yeah,
uncles.
one of your uncles. He
He,
gonna he gives a nod to Ignis. He stands in front of you, Kane. He stands a good. Like how tall are you, Kane?
Kane?
Yeah,
He's
Kane.
probably uh, around somewhere between. Oh, I'm trying to think of this in centimeters now.
Yeah.
you
Maybe
can
like
say,
You can say foot. You can say foot.
5'11", 6 foot.
5'11", yeah. So he's definitely on the higher end of 6 foot, like 6'5" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall. He looks
Kane would
down
be
at
tall
you.
if he weren't so malnourished.
He
So he
looks.
looks down at me.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna extend my hand out for a handshake.
Yeah, looks at you. Looks at your hand. Looks at you. He shakes your hand like really strong, hearty handshake. You've given a lot of trouble to the siblings.
Kane's gonna he's gonna be a little surprised. He's gonna be like, I hardly think it's trouble when they killed me twice now.
Fair.
They caused trouble for me.
If you're worried about that, let me know. I'm sure we can arrange something.
Worried about what?
No longer coming back. And he continues out.
Wait, what? No longer coming back as in die forever?
If you're worried about that.
About no
did he
lo-
walk away or is he still there?
He walks away.
Sorry, he
Oh, he
means
knows. He
like
knows. He
turning.
knows. He knows.
Uh,
He knows what.
you told him that you've died a couple of times already due to the siblings, and he lets you know if you're worried about not coming back from dying in the future, let him know.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
Kane's worried that he somehow knows about the visions that Kane sees when
Right.
he
Yeah,
dies
yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
their soul is fading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what he's thinking. He's like, oh crap, he knows
Uh,
what?
So right now, only the two of you are left in the room. What do you guys do?
oh no, I feel like our relationship with the Emperor is gonna go downwards from here on out.
Why? Because he crashed his little luncheon.
Well, I mean, not really. They invited us to dinner, but more so, I think the trust is waning, or
Yeah, probably.
maybe it's just rivalry,
I mean,
which is a pretty
I personally don't.
hypocritical thing. If like he doesn't want us to get everything while he gets everything.
Well, here's the thing. From his point of view, I'm sure he's been very accommodating and trusting, and
That's
for the most
true.
part, he has. So I can
He
definitely
has.
see why he's being frustrated, or at the very least, hesitant with us, who have kept everything close to our chest because we don't trust him.
Yeah,
At
someone
a
has to
certain
take
point,
leap of
yeah, it's certain.
faith.
And I think that there's a lot more for us to lose if we take that thing.
Hmm. I just I don't like this all these secrecy. This was the exact thing I wanted to like avoid back in the courts and stuff.
Oh, secrets don't bother me. It's people holding all the cards.
I suppose so.
All right,
I,
so we're done here. Shall we go find our buddies?
yeah, let's go find our buddies.
All right. So the
What
two
do
of
you
you,
think they'll do? No, no, it's okay. Go ahead.
okay, the two of you make your way out of the room and start to head your way towards, well, Solus called you back basically because you wanna catch up with the other two that's on the other side of the room. But Kane, suddenly, someone just bumps you from behind, and the person kind of turns to you, sorry, and he walks off.
I immediately check to make sure nothing's been stolen.
You check it for a bit. You realize that you have everything that you own, plus extra.
Oh,
Someone has reverse pickpocketed a small note.
Oh, oh. And
one
you don't
Uh,
even
sec.
realize
Shit,
that's
I can't read.
crazy.
Is it words?
it is words.
Shit.
Let me read. Let me read.
His one
Hold on.
weakness.
Ah, crap. Is it something I can
Good,
read?
my mortal
I'm
enemy.
sorry.
Is it something I can read? Because I don't know if it's something I need to show on someone else.
You'll need to I mean you can attempt to read. Go ahead, roll intelligence check or yeah, intelligence. I'd say like visualizing and everything. I'd say let's go with that. Logical deduced it.
It's not logical. The things just happen.
Wait, perception? Like,
I don't know.
cause like the idea,
Kane,
if I recall correctly, like to overcome dyslexia, the training was to like imagine the words instead of individual letters, to imagine it as like a picture, right? Each word is a picture, something like that.
um, are you talking about in real life or like
In real life.
in real life? I actually don't know the best way. I do know that there's certain tools that you can use to
Yeah,
like
yeah. Right
read
now,
with.
I'm assuming it's some level of intelligence is required to do so. That's why I'm asking you intelligence check. But if you think
Okay,
it's
I mean,
something else, let
I
me
can
know.
roll.
Yeah,
I can do a little more research.
sure.
You can do perception, but intelligence
Oh,
check.
intelligence perception check. Let's go with that.
How would that even work? Intelligence
So
perception, like with the modifier.
click the perception, and then you should be able to change
Oh,
ability modifier to intelligence. Minimum
okay.
22. All right.
I mean,
I mean,
it's reliable talent.
yeah. You kind of see, and you're glad that you didn't pass this to Ignis, because she wouldn't be able to understand it. It's in Thieves' Cant.
Oh,
Translating it, you would know it says, uh, Entertainment District, Midnight, Sol, like the symbol of a sun, Sol.
Oh,
It's like a signature, basically, the symbol of the sun. It's used it as a signature.
jeez. Jeez.
okay. So, the location, midnight, and soul for sun. Does that mean anything to me? Like, is the soul like part of Thieves' Cant or?
History check. Like it translates from Thieves' Cant to like sun. Which is like
Okay.
another level. Like what the hell's going on here? So go ahead. Ron, history check for me, please. Yo, I have no idea. What the fuck do
No.
you mean, sun? Did the Empress pickpocket this into me or something? Emperor's the
He's
sun,
just
right?
confused because he's like, the
I
sun's
mean,
not out at midnight, you dummy.
I'm pretty good at it. You can probably ask me. Wink, wink.
Is it specifically soul or sun? Like,
Soul, specifically soul.
mm,
SOL.
I'm not gonna ask it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this quiet.
all right. So you make your way back, towards the what do you call? Towards Solus Constru. And let me double confirm with Team Artyom J5. But are you guys heading out right now, or what else
Yeah.
are you doing? All right.
Well, we need to get the body of the Warforged
You're bringing
The
bring him
criminal
with
war.
you,
out
right?
of there. I mean,
Alright.
we should, right?
Yeah, all right. So what do you guys do to bring him out?
Okay, do we want to go the invisible route or?
Not a bad idea. You have invisibility, yes?
Yes. Well,
Excellent.
this we still have this a few more applications of this spray. Okay, just
All right. So you spray the
spray it
guy.
on ourselves and Mr. Yeah, we can spray it on ourselves and Mr. Thaddeus here can spray it for the Warforged.
All right. So you spray on the three of you. Now the three of you are now invisible. Only Thaddeus remaining with one of his hands shackled. He took a cloak from his cloak hanger and gonna hang it over one of his shoulders, But just just very normally, basically. And then he turns to you guys. You want me to wake it? You want me to wake him up, or are you carrying
How
him?
do you wake him up? What's wrong with him?
He's currently under a permanent sleep spell. Just press this button here, and he will wake up. Problem is, he's been unconscious for quite a while.
Or we can dispel magic, cast dispel magic on
Very well.
that Warforged.
Then we'll keep him
Well,
unconscious then.
perhaps it would be best if we keep him conscious for now, so that
I agree.
he wouldn't panic and draw attention to himself.
Very well. Will you carry
I'm
him?
gonna help. I'm gonna help him carry that Warforged.
Strength check, please. So you have the gauntlet, so it's not a problem. Ah, I was about like, haha, two smart people have to carry someone, but nope, one of them overcome their weakness with fist, with their brain. All right. So you carry this guy on the side as he makes his way out. He unlocks the door. The door opens, allowing you guys to walk out, climb up the staircase, and now into the office where you'll hear guards, 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 guards,
Oh my
guards,
god!
guards. The guy's gonna look at this. He walks over to the nearby table, and kind of like waves his hand over the kind of like main desk, and you see essentially several more kind of like button-looking illusory image appears, and he presses one of them, and the illusion goes guards, stops, and then presses another button, and the illusory image disappears. And you can see
I
that
was wondering where that was.
program illusion. Seems like you
So,
kind of fell for it.
yeah, surprisingly, it wasn't us that triggered most of the traps. He's gonna gesture towards the ruined statue.
Ah, yeah, well, it's not that difficult to
As I
create.
said, people came for you before.
Not. He will begin walking outside, and immediately you see Bruce kind of walks over. Sir, uh, I'm sorry about your room. Seems like someone attempted to get inside, but don't worry, I had it handled. You sure? Should we report to the soldiers? I have done that. They will come over soon to clean up and work on this. Very well, sir. Very well. It's late. Why aren't you back? Oh, I'm just finishing the product. Goes on with like pheromide, blah 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 blah, and so on. Hey, see, I get it done. We need to get it done by in 2 weeks, correct? Yes, sir. All right, that shit done. All right, I'm gonna head off first. See you guys. That's a little bit early, sir. Getting dinner. Very well. I'll be here. Thank you, sir. He nods and continues walking out. He holds the door a little bit, for you guys to quickly carry the body out during the whole conversation. He walks over towards the front desk, gives a nod to the receptionist. He pulls out a coin, places it on the door, and you can see the door become slightly immaterial. And he turns to, Eleanor, do I have a meeting tomorrow? No. All good? All right. You can go back now. I don't think we're gonna get any other guest. Uh, are you sure? Yeah. Good night. Good night, sir. And during the whole time, you take the time to slowly walk out as he exits the room as well, and the wall re-solidifies. All right, what now?
Artyom will gaslight him a little further and just say, "You're doing great. Just remember, we don't know who we can or cannot trust. Spies could be anywhere."
Understand. Where do we go now?
Where do you go
Tap
now?
J5 on the shoulder. Where do we go now?
At this point,
Yeah,
you
oh my
see
God.
Kane and Ignis walks front, and both of you immediately see Thaddeus Atkins right in front of you, as shown by Artyom's illusory spell, so that you can recognize him and everything. He's right there, standing in front of you. What do you guys do? You see him kind of like with his cloak, ready to go home and everything. It's the chance that you've been waiting for. J5 and Artyom is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, we just see Thaddeus.
Yep.
How
All
does
right,
he
well,
look?
I'm gonna
He
go up to him.
he looks a bit defeated, kind of like a little bit tired, a little bit like a kick puppy kind of situation, like he's a little bit deflated. Kane, you approach him, and immediately you
Mhm.
realize there is 3 invisible individuals right behind him right now.
Oh, because Kin has blind sight.
Yeah.
Kane's gonna smile, and I'm gonna imagine that Thaddeus thinks that it's at him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sorry, can I help you?
Oh, nothing. I'm just a huge fan of your research, sir. In fact, I would love it if you could detail your exact thought process and how you come up with these ideas. Because I myself am an upcoming researcher, and I'm just so blown away by your innovation and your ability to just come up with craft these ideas out of thin air.
And at this point, kind of like there's a look of recognition. You're Kane, right? With Amazing Spicy 7.
Kane? Oh no. My name's Blaine.
Blaine. Apologies.
I'm a research student. He takes his hand, the one that's not hidden by the coat, because
Uh-huh.
Kane knows that trick,
Uh-huh.
and he's like shaking it up and down.
Nice to meet you, Blaine. But I'm at the moment a little bit busy. We can meet
Oh, nonsense! Oh, come on! Don't you have anything to say and hold the next generation of researchers?
Feel
Yeah,
like I'm just
Surely
Ignis
a
is
great
just
man such as yourself has something to tell us.
I kind of like you see like his eyes shifted to the right a little bit towards where Artyom and J5 is standing. Sure. Only for a bit. He walks over.
Ignis is just like, I mean, she was walking with Kay
Yeah, exactly.
and she sees this guy, but he looks defeated and just like, what? But there's no J5 and Artyom inside, so she's just like, furrowing her eyebrows, trying to think what to do, and then suddenly Kane just go and like start with his blade story. You know, she's even confused, like, but he's just walking with me. And I'm like, I don't know what to do here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna cast ascending spell and just
All
like
right.
ask G5. Thaddeus is in front of us. Are you okay? Kane starting a story. What do we do? G5?
D5. Oh
He's
no,
gone.
he's
Sorry.
hibernating. Oh, okay, there you go.
Was it this sending me?
Yeah.
Man,
Basically, Ignis says that it's in front of us, and Kate's starting a story, and she wants to know like, what do we do, and are you okay?
I'm gonna reply. Yes, that is a quite funny story. You can tell Blaine that we're right next to Mr. Thaddeus here.
Like, blue. What? They're right in front of Thaddeus. I'll just walk up to Kane. You know where they are, right?
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
He looks again like confused, and now suddenly like, oh, this is a bit. Got it. Very
yeah.
well. Where shall we have this conversation? Do you know a wonderful place to eat? Maybe.
No, not really. I'm not familiar with the area.
He
Um,
pauses for a bit, like expecting you
I
guys
think
have like a place to go to.
this is
Great.
where Artyom will step in to whisper to Kane and be like, well, let's go somewhere discreet.
We don't have any more business in this town, right?
Not as far as I know, no.
Yeah, we can just.
Kane kind of slings his arm around Thaddeus, and he like kind of just like rocks his body back and forth in thought, and is kind of making Thaddeus rock with him.
No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna whisper to Frankie. This one is carrying a warforged that is tied to Thaddeus. Please don't do that.
Kane just thinks this is all fucking hilarious.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not rocking him like that much. It's just like a shovel of side to side. I'm not like bowling him over.
All right, so
Hmm.
what do you guys want to do now?
Well, I've been doing a lot of talking today, so how about we go someplace that doesn't have as much of a crowd? That way you can share with me your wisdom and insight on your creations in private.
Uh, sure. Let's head towards the industrial district. That is usually empty at this point. Come. And he leads you on
Woo!
towards the industrial district.
Industry!
Yeah. Basically, you've been there before. It's basically a bunch of factories and shops and more factories, basically. A bunch of basically more like craftsman alley kind of situation. So you guys begin making your way there, all of you one by one. At this point, I'd say because you followed him at around 8. You had a very long meeting and conversation. So I'd say at this point it's around 11 or so.
Wait, is Sarah still with us?
Oh, completely forgot about her. She
Where
was
did
in
Sarah?
the
She
meeting.
left.
She was in the meeting the
um,
whole time, and right now is
is
just
this 11 o'clock at
observing you
night?
guys. Huh?
How is she
11 o'clock at
leaving?
night, like 2300.
At 2300, yes.
Okay.
Sarah's the whole time kept to her promise, keeping quiet the whole time, for the most part.
I mean, we're with the Emperor. Who
Yeah,
else?
she
She's
did
there
not
for?
enter the meeting room. She was waiting outside, but when you
Oh,
left, then she follows you again. So, oh, oh, Dr. Thaddeus, Dr. Atkins, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm escorting these people. I understand. I think you can go now. But sir, I have a mission to keep an eye on these people. I know, and I'm saying you can go.
can you do that? What?
But sir, I I'm a princep, and I'm saying you can go. I She looks over at you guys, leans over towards what do you call towards Thaddeus, and she whispers something. All not all of you, of course, but Kane. I said no, all of you can. The two of you because you can literally lean in to listen. She doesn't know you're invisible. And the other two have super high perception. You guys here, it's code gold, sir.
Good
Oh
God.
no.
What does that
I
mean?
see.
Oh
Um,
no.
Oh no.
Oh no, is
you
that
know what,
something good or bad? Is that something
Blaine?
good or bad? Based
Uh,
on
it's
their
it's bad for you guys. Yeah, based on his expression, like she
good for him.
bad for no, it's bad for him as well. I see. In that case, Blaine, was it? Why don't we meet some other time? Yeah?
Oh, what better time than the present, though?
I just remembered I have something more important come up. I have to go.
What does good go?
He tries to escape Kane's like arm around his shoulder, but finds that it's actually like an iron grip.
Yeah,
He can't.
exactly. Yeah. Uh, I'm serious. I think it's better that you let me go. We can
Better for. I
reconvene
mean,
at a different time.
Get it.
Kane is going to pause, and then he's gonna shrug and release him, kind of blasé about everything, because he's well aware of the fact that he's handcuffed.
Yeah. All right. Uh, I will see you some
I
other
think
time, Blaine, Ignis. And he turns and walks away. Oh, I didn't know he knows you guys. Sarah kind of pipes up. Thaddeus kind of stops for a bit and then continues walking.
Know us? We just introduced yourselves.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part. All right. Back to the hotel. I still need to find where J5 and Artyom is.
Oh, you can rest assured they'll be okay. J5 is like the moral backbone of the group, so he'll keep our team in line for sure. I promise.
Well, I still need to keep an eye on them. I would prefer if, you're a powerful wizard, right, Ignis? Can you like give him a
I'm
call?
no druid.
I'm sorry, Druid.
Kane whispers loudly, "Same difference."
No,
Uh, reg
I work for nature.
Regardless, can you
Yeah, well,
message
wizards
them?
work for books. Books are made of plants. Ergo, wizards are like druids. Boom.
Oh, I. Whoa, I've never thought of it. So I am a wizard.
Oh, my heart.
Okay, so
Uh,
Kane kind of gonna shrug and he's gonna be like, "I'm sorry, Sarah, but like you can take us back to our hotel and go out to find J5 and RTM, but then we're gonna be left unsupervised in the hotel if you're
Yeah.
okay with that."
I think I'm gonna need to get some help. Let's go to the hotel. I think I have a backup over there. We can the backup can take over you, and I'll go find J5 and Artyom. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great. Come on,
It's been
let's
an
go.
eventful day.
You can
Lots
see
of
like
good
she's
conversation.
she's
I could finally.
worried right now. Like, why? Where is
Mm.
J5 and Artyom? Where's J5 and Artyom?
This is the chance to slip.
All right. So you guys begin making your way back to the hotel. In the meantime, Thaddeus, J5, and Artyom walking in the opposite direction away. And as he's walking outside of the building, what the fuck did you guys do?
What is cold gold?
You're not
Wait, are we
here.
together?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
sorry.
This is
It's okay. Sorry.
Artyom, J5, and Thaddeus.
However, what is cold gold?
Direct order from the Emperor.
Who?
No surprise, he wants you dead.
Yes, but why
Direct order.
is that? That means that her order to watch you is directly coming from the Emperor. Why?
Because he doesn't want you to be saved.
Where do we go now?
Where do I
First, we
go
have
now?
to change your identity to the best of our ability.
Fuck. Alright.
And after that, we are getting away from here.
We can go to my room. I have a hat of disguise.
Where is your room?
Over here. And he kind of brings you over. It is outside of the castle, but it's not too far out. Where you'll be able to find one of the larger mansions in the area, but it seems very disused, so to speak. He walks inside, push the gate open, it kind of creaks a lot. As you walk inside the house is dark, empty, a little bit layer of dust. We've been here a long time. Walks up to the second floor, pulls out a drawer, pulls out a hat, puts it on. I'm not sure if hat of disguise requires attunement. Let me check.
I think it
I'm
does.
pretty sure it does.
I just love the idea of RTM being super sarcastic and being like, "Wow, you look totally different."
Then in that case, he'll just he'll find a scroll that he can use to.
I was about to say the hat is just a scroll.
Yeah. He focuses on it. He kind of mentions, one time you scroll, puts it on himself, and he transforms into the opposite of a scrawny human, a thick goblin. Sorry, not goblin. Half orc female, muscles and everything, and then kind of walks out. Yeah, should be fine. And walks out. Looks around outside, sees that since it's night, there's not many people walking about in this area. He walks out and continues on. Alright, what now?
Artyom isn't visible, but he can feel an eyebrow arching, at the choice of disguise.
Yep.
But I'll say, what is the best way out of the city?
Teleportation.
What is the second best?
Ships. Flight, if you don't mind swimming for a long time.
J5, do we have something about that?
Yeah. Friend Ignis can turn us on to eagles.
Yes, but I don't think we can reconvene with them for a while, considering the facts that they will be shadowed. Unless, perhaps, maybe if Kane can distract Sarah well enough to allow them to escape.
We can't, just for them to remember, we can't teleport out without permission.
Yeah, we can fly.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
okay.
don't want to fly. Fly only lasts for
I'll-
like 10 minutes.
play out of character wise, player wise, we can jump to from the side, uh, uh, from the side of the
Oh, I do have slow fall. I just
yeah,
remembered.
we cast feather fall on all of us, so that we don't immediately fall down to our death. Once we're out of the the island's protective range,
Mm-hmm.
you can just use animal shapes on us
To
and we
change
can
it
fly
to a
away.
fish or something. Oh yeah, bird as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That is indeed possible.
J5, can you use the earring to organize a plan with Ignis and Kane?
Let me check. I'm gonna check. Friend Ignis, friend Kane, can you hear me? We in range.
No
Hello, hello, hello.
response.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Maybe we can just moving closer to our abode, our
Definitely.
accommodation. We can communicate from there.
All right, entertainment district, right?
Uh, is it entertainment district? Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
so. Yeah. You guys make your way
You don't
there.
even know?
I don't remember. You make your way as
That's
close as
canon
possible
now.
to the entertainment district, the house that was built specifically for guests of the emperor, that kind of stuff, and also various services that the district may need. You make your way as close as possible. At this point, I'd say your spell's about 30 minutes out. Okay, kind of situation.
Hello. Okay.
And you arrive in the within range of the tower, and you can send a message.
Hello, hello. Friend Ignis, can you hear this unit?
The two of you hears it from in your earrings.
Hello. Where are you guys?
We're 300 feet nearby. Just outside of the house that we stayed in. This unit seriously suggests that we leave the what was the island name again?
It was City of Merodrath.
This city then. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. This unit suggests that we leave this city immediately.
But, but I don't think we should.
Do we have other unfinished business that we have to attend to here?
We're supposed to give an answer to the emperor.
The answer to what?
What we
Whether or
get?
not
What? Yeah.
where you want to accept his proposal to
I'll be
help you
honest.
set up a meeting.
If we leave without telling anyone, I think we're gonna be on a road to no return. And I do not want to make an enemy of the emperor.
Well, because we have Mr. Thaddeus here in our custody, and we are planning to send him to Clocktown. Do you have any other suggestion that uh maybe a place where we can hide Mr. Thaddeus here?
For two of the smartest people I know, I'm surprised you guys didn't think this through. Um, I don't know this place. I don't have any ideas. My only guess is to lay low until we can teleport, and then he comes with us as an invisible person. That's as best as I could think.
I'm gonna ask, Mr. Thaddeus, are you going to willingly come with us, or are you going to resist? Because unfortunately, it's hard for us to escape from the city tonight.
Understandable. Understandable. In that case, then I will come willingly, but I'll leave the same time you are. But please don't take too long. If what you say is true, then my days are
Well,
numbered.
is there a safe place where you can hide for a while?
He,
I guess in the lower cities that's possible.
can I just like he can hide with us if he's in disguise. Just be like Kane's thing for like, for a while.
Kane's thing.
Yeah.
I needed to mute for a few seconds to laugh. Like looking at him, he disguised himself as an orc female as well. Like,
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. That's my idea. Look, it's just a fling that maybe is something else, Then he comes back with us as is.
Or okay. Thaddeus can disguise as J5 and Artyom invisible himself and walks into the house to the front door. Say, "Hey, we're back. We're just out and about. Just
Sure.
wanted to rest, right?"
Sure.
And then we can hide him in the house.
Yeah, okay. Then someone needs to be invisible all the time. And assuming, the
or just
Emperor
stay in a
doesn't.
room.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
stay in the room.
Assuming Emperor doesn't have true sight or something.
And we won't meet with the Emperor while he's there, right?
Maybe. Unless he decides to like, hello, into our room. No, but maybe not.
That's
Maybe
out of your
not.
fanfics. I don't think that he'll do that.
What? That's not true.
So hide him in another room.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I don't know this guy's self. I'll need to attune to a head of disguise first before I can do it.
No, no.
Dude,
Do you have that
he's
smoke?
he's in disguise right now. Just go in that disguise to our room, pretend to be Kane's thing, and then change back to upper. Take the 1 hour
My what?
tattoo. Okay, it was AFK. Sorry.
I just love the idea that Kane has no idea, so he walks into his room and he just sees this like person there.
A female
It
orc,
was
yeah.
just out of range. Yeah. There are ways. You just create a story. You guys are better at this than I am.
So you're going with how he is right now, yeah?
Because he can't
Yeah, I guess
change,
so.
right?
All
Can't
right.
change.
No, you can't change the appearance,
Okay.
as far as
Yeah,
I recall.
but then I mean they expect Kane's Tang to leave, right? But we're going to hide him in there in the room, right?
Listen,
And
man, maybe Kane's thing doesn't leave, okay? Baby Kane likes to cuddle, okay? Why do they have to leave at night, huh? Why do I have to be alone?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's possible. All right. So, uh, Artyom and J5, you drop your invisibility, and the two of you escort Thaddeus, aka um Tammy. Yeah, let's go with that. Tammy.
That's it.
We're going to very different names. I was going to
No.
suggest Grondzilla.
Or Barb.
Uh,
Barbara.
which one should I use? Barbara sounds better than Tammy, to be honest. Right, call me Barb then.
Barb.
Hey, I, I, hey. I think it's better I don't speak. You guys make your way up to the floor where you guys are currently staying. You see a different person, similarly dressed to Sarah, but a different person, is waiting in front of your door. She notices you guys returning with what do you call? With Barb. She turns to you guys. Oh, hey, welcome back. Uh, Sarah was out to look for you guys.
Oh,
Where have you guys been?
do we have anyone concerned?
Yes, Sarah was a little bit concerned that you're gone. She went out to look for you. I'll let her know that you're back. So yeah, don't worry about it.
I apologize for causing distress. It was not our intention.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, I'll let her know. And who's your friend, by the way? I don't think she was part of your party.
Kind of like give her a look. It's a temporary addition.
She nods vigorously. I see. Well, take care. Let me know if you need anything. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, great. The three of you walk inside, close the door behind you, and the two of you, Kane and Ignis, you see a hulking orc woman enters the room.
Well,
Kane has a brief
hello.
flashback to the orc village.
Instead of saying it's his wife, it's his wife.
For a split second, he is thinking, holy shit, she followed me across the dimensions.
You are on the same continent right now. It is entirely possible, but you hear. I knew you were Kane.
Kane kind of like sticks his tongue out and winks. He's like, yeah, you got me.
All right, I can drop the disguise. It's a little bit uncomfortable being this.
Kind of close all the windows first, put the blinds on and everything.
After you've kind of secured most of
Do the
the
do the
exits,
spell thing. J5, do the spell thing.
you want to
Do
do
the
your rest
sanctum
dome
thing.
sanctum. Is J5 still awake?
I think he might have
I am.
Oh,
fallen
Let me
asleep.
okay. All right. So you cast
just.
your sanctum?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, do I have it prepared? Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna cast it.
All
Tut, tut,
right.
tut. Yeah.
And he will cover in after the spell has been cast. Sanctum. Good choice. As he drops the illusion, revealing Thaddeus Atkins in the room.
So what are your plans with him again? And
Um,
just to get it straight, this is the guy who stole your research, Artyom, made you as the scapegoat, G5. And somehow he's here with all his limbs intact.
well, to put it simply, we need him to own up to his crimes in Clocktown so that we may redeem J5's name.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's a reason to keep him alive. Got it.
Yes.
Of course, they
By
can't regret their crimes if they're dead.
Mm, I'll still squint at Thaddeus. Like,
He kind of like looks away as you stare at him. So he turns to you guys. So I'll be staying here for the night, and well, until you guys decide to leave. Is that right?
oh, a night or
correct.
two. I need to talk to them about this whole emperor thingy.
I
Also,
will
what is
exit.
cold gold?
Huh?
What's cold gold?
Ah,
I asked that, yes. Because he told
yeah,
Artyom and
yeah, yeah.
J5, but we didn't.
Oh,
So,
oh, you heard that? It meant that
Of course.
the order to keep an eye on you is directly from the Emperor. And given that it's cold gold, that means no one is to interrupt. And usually he doesn't use that code
oh,
that frequently, especially as a chauffeur. So,
Is that bad? Are
meaning,
we in trouble?
meaning the Emperor wants to keep you around, and if she knows the code, that means she is a part of a Solus, most
It's
probably
so.
Solus Umbra, given her
Oh,
expertise.
that makes all the sense.
Um,
That makes all the sense. Damn.
Maybe it has something to do with our previous excursion while we're here. We did actually went against his surveillance team and uh explored the undercity of this city.
I
Oh
see.
yeah, that's how we met the guy.
I mean, if it were just to keep you around, I cannot emphasize the importance of Code Gold. He, I've never heard him use it, me personally. So hearing this for the first time after my briefing is new. So I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So we need to have a group meeting. Can
I
you
will see myself out. He walks outside of your sanctum, allowing you guys to have a discussion by yourselves.
and I'll tell them about the dinner and like I think the most important thing is at the end when Lord Knight mentions, "Oh, I love Lord Knight," as our friend. Anyway, where Lord Knight mentioned, uh, the Emperor specifically doesn't want them to invite us into for the disaster thingy in Honohea, and I'm just saying, I think the trust here is going down with him. Which makes sense. He has given us all the reasons to trust him and we still have yet to do so. So maybe he's gonna take back some of it. I don't know if we're in that good of a term with them like any longer. I can see World Breakers also being very annoyed from the last time we talked to him. Like, oh, this guy just doesn't want to help with the whole thing, you know? So we need to figure out what we're going to do with this whole empire thingy.
Well, this unit would like to offer a different opinion. Perhaps the Empire had never trusted us before. He just wants our information. They want to use us to gain the items, the abilities that they want to.
Hmm. So they put us on code gold, meaning to watch us directly.
No, Code Gold just means the order comes directly from the Emperor and must not be disrupted by anyone else.
I'm not sure what to think of this. Like I don't know what's the what do we do? I guess. What I do know is I don't want to make things worse with him any more than it probably already is.
I suppose if worst comes to worst, it's not outside the realm of possibilities for me to accept his previous deal and take place as a researcher here.
But then
As
you'll be
much
stuck
as I
here.
despise it, I I despise the idea, but I
We
despise
need
the
to
idea
make
of
sure
being
that
haunted by the
Thaddeus is
Empire.
not
But
listening, right?
He is outside the sanctum. Sound cannot travel out of the sanctum.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then yeah, okay. Okay, he wanted us to help him with the whole what was it? He wanted to absorb us into his endeavors, basically, right? Or at
Yes.
least help him in his endeavors. I don't know. Am I being paranoid, or is my suspicions correct in terms of like how the emperor is seeing us now? So I have no idea.
The Empire itself is the very definition of too good to be true. I will stand by that until the day I die.
Sanji,
Possibly at the hands of the Empire.
most likely.
I do not trust them. I do not trust the Emperor. It's, like I said, simply too good. I do not wish to be on their bad side either, but I do not wish to submit myself to their authority.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how do we angle this to tell him and what is our plan next.
Perhaps we can just go about it as usual. We are adventurers. We go about our business, and he can go about his business.
That's it.
Because our relationship with the Empire has always been transactional. We provide a service, and they provide us with a reward.
I suppose. I just don't like that it is transactional. And he mentioned he didn't want it to be transactional, but we kind of have made it transactional.
This unit will offer a different opinion because they were the ones who comes with that transaction first. And on his term, if he wants to work more, to be not a transactional thing, we have to work under him, which we express our intentions that we are a part of Contacol. Thus, we cannot be a part of the Empire.
Okay, I just okay. So we set a meeting with the emperor to just say, hey, we can't join in any of their activities with the thingy and would rather work on how to defeat the disasters by ourselves rather than helping him with his death weapon.
Or maybe we can word it better that they can try their angle and we can try our angle.
Or we help to create their death weapon, but keep a small, almost imperceptible flaw in the design. That way, years down the line, if need be, we could destroy it
You
if we
mean you
have to.
want to Star Wars it?
I don't know what Star Wars is, but sure.
Put a
I
put
don't
a
know.
weak vent, a vent that if you shoot a proton torpedo inside,
Yeah.
I don't know what your
destroy the whole thing.
torpedo is, but it sounds dangerous.
Uh,
I also don't know what the
I'm
Star
just saying.
Wars thing.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought.
So we sabotage from the inside.
It's not sabotage. It's
Future
just thinking
sabotage.
ahead. It's thinking ahead. It will be it will work as promised. It will just have just a slight design flaw.
I mean, what if we just lend it, then we get it back after it's done? That
I
way,
mean,
you know, it
I
because
mean,
it can't be
honestly,
found.
ideally, that I wouldn't want them to have that weapon to begin with. And I don't want to make an enemy of the Empire, but I also don't want to help them with this plan. So anyway, what time is it?
Around 11:30, maybe a little bit more now.
All right, I'm going to. Is the everyone's in the same room, right? Everyone's in
Everyone's in
here.
the same room except for
We're in
Thaddeus, who is in the next room.
yeah, we're in the sanctum,
Right.
so no one can scry on us or see us or hear us.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going to show the note.
Everybody, you see gibberish on the paper.
What does this mean?
I'm gonna try to decipher it. Or is this a clue that you found, Frankine? I'm gonna look at it, try to decipher it.
Go ahead, roll me history check.
I'm just
History.
gonna ask Kane, is this some sort of code? What does this mean?
I guess you could say that.
You figure that you might need a long time to decipher this, but at a quick glance, you figured it's definitely some kind of code. It's like a cant, like a thief would use.
Okay.
So what does it actually say?
Kane's going to take the note back, fold it up, put it in his pocket. It tells me that I need to go to the market square at midnight tonight. The only thing I don't understand is it's telling me something about soul, like the sun, which I don't get. But
Wait, what does it say exactly?
DM.
It will say entertainment district, bazaar, midnight, Seoul, SOL.
Maybe that's the name of the person.
I was thinking it was the
Like
name of the
code
place.
name.
Or Soul Umbra?
Well, there's a lot of soul. I mean, they all start with a soulless. So it
No,
could be
soul
connected
like
That's
to
umbrella.
soul,
yeah.
not like the thing that's in you, the thing that's in the sky. Soul.
Like sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the thing that you need to look for. Sun.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the location hint. Anyway, I'm letting you guys know because I'm going. The note was given to me, so I suspect I'm supposed to go alone.
Okay. Um. Should I scry on you when you get there? I can scry on you at 12, just so like we know where you are, was happening.
Sure, sure. But if it feels like they're going to discover what's happening and, kill me as a response, I recommend you stop doing it because I would prefer not to die. While, my own soul, and I speak in the like body soul in this instance.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in a tenuous connection right now, so I don't know if I can come back again if I die. So,
Okay.
we're gonna be a little careful.
I mean, if they know that there's a scrying sensor on you, they wouldn't know if it's like your friend or anyone's. A scrying sensor, I mean, you are a prominent person. Unless you're walking into another sanctum, then I can't see you.
Okay.
I am a little like scared of you going alone. I mean, it's definitely better because it's easier to like, shake
Run away.
Sarah off with just one person. Uh but uh yeah. It's just if well, you're fast, right, Kane? Uh
Generally,
you can run if something bad were to happen.
I can. The question is if I will.
Please run if something bad were to happen, please.
What do I get if I run?
Your life? What?
Yeah,
Help!
but wait, come on, sweeten the pot, sweeten the pot. What else do I get?
You get help from us. You're not alone in doing things. I am.
Mm, Sounds like my way. I already lived my life. I don't see how this is anything extra.
What? I just maybe we should just be like wait no okay I don't know how to do this okay
Dude, it's very simple.
uh okay I don't have I've given foresight to Artyom so I can't give one to you.
All Kane was looking for was like buy him a beer.
Oh.
It's
It's
a very
just look
simple
we
thing.
have so much things and just to Ignis it's like why would this person want something that he can easily get.
You gotta learn how to negotiate, princess. If you're gonna lead aside, what are you give me if I
Okay.
run? What are you gonna give me?
Um we can go meet Haley on the way back to Quantico. No,
You
you
really
don't
need to get
like
better at
that?
this negotiation thing.
I'm just using what is at my disposal.
Yeah. Okay. So here's something. Typically when you're offering someone something, you're gonna offer them something you wouldn't already do. Like for instance, um, buying someone something like dinner, a necklace, or doing a silly little jig while admitting that you were wrong. You know, stuff like that.
I mean, it just feels so insignificant to get okay, but I okay. Next time I'll go smaller. I'll get you some pastries from Le Petit Citron.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Gosh, negotiations like pulling teeth with you.
My God. This shouldn't be that hard.
All right. So, Kane, how are
Well,
you leaving
Franklin,
without being? Oh,
Franklin, if you insist on going, perhaps take this spray with you.
Oh, that
Uh,
invisibility stuff.
yeah. It only
Right,
has three
Bill.
more charges left, so use it sparingly.
Got it. Got it. All right. So I guess sneaking out. Couldn't I just exit out the window and go rooftop?
you can, yeah. You can actually just open the window, and since you have your wings, just fly away.
No, maybe flying is
No,
a
no,
bit,
I'm
you
not gonna
know.
use my wings in case I need them for later. I'm
You
just gonna like
you guys can
I'm
just
gonna
do
like somersault.
featherfall.
I'm gonna open the window, somersault up to the roof, and
Whoa.
jump from rooftop to rooftop.
Your room is like 5 stories up compared to everything else. Like your place is high.
Ah,
Featherfall
Your
would be
I
yeah.
see.
fine.
In that case, I will use my rogue skills to descend to the alleyways and use my city feature to escape in the shadow.
All right. So, Kane, you make your way down the side of the building. I'll say you have high enough acrobatics and everything. We'll say just automatically pass. Slide down to the bottom. And now you figured out, all right, you know, you recall the bazaar, where you and the rest of your party, along with Hell's Riders, Chroma Revenge, actually just like have kind of like a party after the Sunset Ball, just to get to know each other a little bit. So you quickly make your way over there, knowing the secret paths and alleyways and everything that you need to take to get there. But you realize as you get closer and closer towards the bazaar, you can see there is a lot more people around. Most of them are chilling around. It seems like the bazaar is open very late at night. But you do realize some of them are dissatisfied. They're all kind of they're all kind of like what do you call arguing about some of them are arguing about how they were not able to teleport out. They weren't able to get the permission pass. Apparently, there's some technical difficulties with the protection device that surrounds the city right now. which actually kind of scares them. Why? They're sure, like, are they lying? Is it telling the truth? Is something going on in the city? They're now afraid. You make your way through the crowd, and this place is full, packed in comparison to where you were before this. And there are a lot of people just like, enjoying drinks, buying drinks, and complaining to each other as they're unable to go home. There'll be a small number of them because not all are able to get that teleportation pass. And then you look around, trying to find the person that left this note. Go ahead, roll perception check for
Hmm.
me, please, Keen.
Can I do I don't know if I need a fate point for this, but since this is an undercover-ish operation, could I
Uh-huh.
have said that I changed my clothing?
Yeah, sure. That'll be a fate point, please. You change your clothing to something a little bit more less Kane, so completely different person. Yeah.
What's the
What's
reason?
the having walked around the city? What would be this typical style of dress for you?
In this particular district, everyone wears like very it's typical tunic and pants and everything, but they're very gaudy, like always gold trimmings. If they can put they
Mhm.
put gems on it, and of course rows and rows of like gold bracelet and like necklaces as well. Very gaudy this area.
All right. Well, I have some sort of long tunic and trouser combo I can at least use. Not
Yeah,
going to be quite as opulent though.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I'd say you switch to that before you come to this area, and go ahead and roll perception check, please.
I don't see resources,
I
the
do it
fate
for you.
points
That's
thing.
weird. You should be able to see it.
There was a bar on top and that's not there.
Yeah. All right, Kane, you rolled 28. You look around trying to find it. I mean, it makes sense. They try to have a meeting over here, kinda, because there's a lot of people here. If people try to listen, not much they can get. While there are higher chance of people, accidentally listening in, I feel like this might be they're more concerned about avoiding being listened to rather than um yeah. They're sure that someone is listening to them. So they're taking this measure to make sure that it's as hard as possible for them to listen into the conversation. You look around trying to find anyone's looking, waiting for you, anyone who can like raise an eyebrow. Well, not really that because you're Kane. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, is that Kane from Amazing Spicy 7? Oh my God, I should ask him out." Blah, blah, blah,
No,
so
I'm
on.
in disguise.
Oh, you changed your clothing. You didn't say you're changing your face and
I
shit.
did. Oh, my
Oh,
face.
okay,
No,
okay,
I
okay.
didn't. I probably
Yeah,
just I combed my
yeah,
hair back and stuck on some
yeah, yeah,
glasses,
yeah. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. So some of them were like,
which,
is
according to the Clark Kent, it can work.
yeah. So I'll change it. It's more like, is that Kane? Nah, no, he wears his hair differently, blah blah, and so on. But none of them approach you. Then you're not seeing them anywhere over here. You spend some time walking around a little bit, and you pass by. You look. You know what? Maybe it's in the alleyways. A bit of a counterintuitive, meeting at a busy place and then hiding in an alleyway. But might as well check there. You look in that area. You look from alley to alley. You pass one alley, dismissing it, and then you stop. That alley is a bit too dark. You step back. You look, and you see a familiar dome of blackness in over there.
Oh no.
That's a sanctum, right? Oh, like
Uh,
volcano. Volcano.
Don't
yeah,
know.
you've seen the party use similar spells before, but there is a dome of like just blackness in that area,
Maybe it's
in one of the alleyway.
darkness.
Do I'm gonna approach it carefully.
Mm-hmm. You approach it.
Is there any indication that this is the meeting spot?
You look around trying to see for a symbol of a sun or anything. Go ahead, roll investigation check for me, please.
This is Kane we're talking about.
My investigation's low, guys.
Investigation, guys.
Is investigation or perception? Kate's not very good at investigation.
Perception is great. My investigation is a +0.
You want to re-roll? Or
How important is this?
I don't know how many fate
I
points we
feel
have.
You have
6.
6
Looks like we
remaining.
have 6.
6.
I don't know if it's worth rolling for this.
I mean, it's like okay, look, it's either you get to the right spot or you are
It's someone else's
inside
game.
a spell, yeah, and you're in danger and we don't know.
All right, could
Well,
I
I mean,
fate
if you
point
want
for
to
a
kill
different
someone
roll?
else's party, you
Alright.
can just, oops, sorry, wrong place.
Go ahead. Investigation reroll. I'll reduce it for you.
Boo!
It's higher though.
Ooh.
So yay. You wait and you try to figure out where this is. You can't find anything that would denote that this is the meeting location. Perhaps someone's doing a freaky over here and you're just interrupting them right now.
Using a sanctum? God damn.
Hey, some people like weird stuff, right? What do you do?
I'll continue my search
Alright.
elsewhere. Like, I'll keep walking. How much time do I have left?
At this point, it's already 10 minutes past.
Ah, shit. How much of the entertainment district have I covered so far?
You went immediately towards the bazaar. This is the only bazaar here. Based on the letter, this is where you're supposed to meet. You've covered this entire area, checking every alleyway, every roof, every kind of like spot that they have here. You don't
All
seem
right,
to see
I'll
a
enter the
person.
sanctum then. I can exit, right?
I'm sorry?
I can exit a sanctum, right?
Yes,
Anytime.
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
All right, I'll just go in.
All right. So you walk inside. You you don't see anything. You walk inside and it's pure darkness around you. You feel something touching your toe, and then the touching
It's a trap.
sensation's gone, and then the darkness is gone.
Did I insta die again?
No. You're standing there now.
Oh
The
shit.
dome of darkness just now is gone. It's not there anymore. You're standing in an alleyway. Immediately you notice, oh, maybe you have a 28 perception. One second.
Who?
All right. You. Oh, why is it done? So I'll just. Okay. You are able to notice bloodstains on on the wall where it wasn't covered by the shadow just now.
Oh,
Like where there
where
was,
it wasn't.
yeah, where there was that dome of darkness. Like the blood, it's like a blood splatter, but a large portion of it is cut off, like someone cleaned a large portion of it,
Mhm.
and where it was clean is the same location as the dome.
Oh, that's off-putting.
This is not it.
Okay. Is there anything else around? Like, is the pattern of the blood splatter significant, or is it
Oh,
just a general blood splatter?
investigation.
Oh no.
Roll high, come on. Oh,
Oh,
gee.
You just won't roll higher.
I'm sorry. Someone keeps making me do investigations.
You want to reroll that?
You can't keep using all our fate points.
I mean, it's there to be used.
Yeah. What is it again? Is it re-roll or add what?
Reroll or add 5.
Hmm. Feel like 11's not high enough either. Okay, I'll re-roll.
Alright, go ahead. I'll consume one more, 4 remaining.
I got a 12.
They must know Kane's not that good at thinking, please.
I'm good at some thinking.
Yeah, just not
I mean,
smart.
it's a blood splatter. The splatter direction seems to coming from down, diagonal down. Uh, you're not sure what else to deduce from it, Kane.
Okay, so there's been a blood splatter. Is it like how much is it? I've seen a lot of blood splatters. Is it like an entire person's worth? Was it more like a battle with multiple people?
Um, you are unsure with that investigation check. I'll say like based on what's remaining, it's not a battle source because it's only one splatter. It's not multiple.
Okay, well, I entered the zone. There's blood splatter. I'm past the meeting point.
Yep.
Outside the alleyway, what's going on? Is it just the same?
Yep.
Everyone's
Same
milling
thing.
around.
Everyone's drinking, chatting, venting.
I'll keep looking.
Hmm. You spend a little bit more trying to see if maybe you found the wrong location. You wait, you look, you wait, and by 1 a.m., the bazaar is starting to get thinner, and you don't see anyone that's looking for you, Kane.
All right, fuck it then. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna get a drink.
All right, Kane, you go over, grab some drinks, chat with the locals, bringing some back.
What? No, probably not. No.
But yeah, you spend some time drinking, chatting with the locals. A couple that caught your attention are like the adventurer type, the most scruffy types that are over here. They told you that they finally were able to catch a ship here today. They're planning to teleport away, but the application process apparently has been halted for now. They're kind of annoyed, like, oh, but maybe they'll come back. They don't have enough money to rent another hotel over here because it's expensive, and just complain. But they do after a while talking to you, they do recognize. Wait a second, you are Kane, aren't you?
Kane's smiling, but he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, all right, I'll keep your secret. But
But
yeah,
sometimes it's nice to be able to walk down the night district.
yeah. Maybe about 1 or 2 hours later, perhaps, so around 3 a.m., you return back to your rooms. I'm assuming you're flying up to the balcony. Eh?
Unless I can climb up.
Oh, you can actually. It'll be
I'll climb up.
slow, but yeah, you can climb up. In the meantime, in the room, Artyom, J5, Ignis with Thaddeus. What do you guys want to do? Are you just waiting until Kane returns?
I'm very tempted to wake up the Warforged, but could cause chaos.
Forgot you have the Warforgers with you as well. Hey, your pick.
Just remind me for next session. uh, Maybe we can go over the escape plan to make sure.
I'm sorry?
Maybe we
Go
can
over
go
the
over the
escape
escape plan.
Oh, okay. Right. So you and the group just get together, rerun through the escape plan. Thaddeus is there as well. So that he is able to Understand the escape plan that you're having. He's kind of like seems to be crafting in his room, trying to prepare a couple of items that may be useful during the escape. And when you're deep in discussion, that's when you see a hand reaching out to the balcony, and Kane just land on the balcony.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello,
Was
friend
your
kid.
walk?
It was terrible. So, like, I get to the marketplace, okay, and I'm walking around. I'm trying to find out wherever the hell this soul thing is. I'm looking for clues. And the best I can do is I find this alleyway with this big dark dome, and I don't see any sort of people or signals around. So, just kind of think, fuck it, I'm gonna go in. And I go into the dome, and it's pitch black. I feel something on my toe, and next thing I know, boom, it's gone. There's a blood splatter on the wall. I don't know what's going on.
You felt something on your toe?
Yeah, something on my toe.
That's ominous. Did
Well, I mean,
do you see anything related to the sun around or something?
no, I couldn't find anything.
Dang. What was that about?
Something you
Maybe
felt on your throat. Oh, sorry, your
No, no.
toe.
So,
Toe. I
that's right,
misspoke.
DM, right? You said so.
did the guy
You
maybe the
have
guy died while waiting for you?
I mean, I was technically late.
Oh.
You were there early, but when you
Oh, I
look,
was?
yeah, you were there like around 11:50 or so. No, not even that,
Oh.
11:45 or so. But you walk around, spent waiting and everything. That at around 12:10, that's when you found that alleyway with the black dome.
Yeah, so.
So if they want to meet you, they would have saw you.
No, maybe the guy did die. Hope he didn't die on my account. That would have sucked.
Do you see any body? Oh, of course you don't see any body. So like we can talk to the dead.
No, I didn't see
Unfortunately.
a body. My toe is fine, right? Like, there's no
I
injuries.
can check. Let me check your toe.
You check the toe. You
Wait,
note.
DM, you did say toe. Did you say toe earlier?
Yes, I did say toe.
Okay, just making sure.
No, yeah. Um, you do notice there is a blood smear on the toe,
Oh.
close to where the hand can close to where like you feel a touching just now. It's kind of like a finger smear. You can see there's like a thumbprint on there. No, not thumb, fingerprint on there. Just dragged across a little bit, and it's kind of like across and down.
Ooh, is that does that mean anything? What's this symbol? Does it form a symbol?
Nope, it's just okay. Let me draw thumbprint. It kind of
I think you need to
smears. All right,
bring us
bring it
back to
back. There you go.
thumbprint.
Yeah, thumbprint, and there's like a blood smear down, and then it just stops at the bottom of Kate's feet, Kate's sole. So it's like Kate's shoe.
I want to touch kid.
Wait, what? What's this? What'd you say?
Fingerprint.
A fingerprint
This is
Ooh.
smears down.
if this guy is not dead yet, I can use this blood to scry.
Ooh, that's good.
Ooh, that's good.
Ooh,
That's good.
Right?
you could, yeah.
I'll do it then. He has a -5 against my save. Because
Blood.
I've never met because yeah, body part. That's the best thing.
Yeah. All right. He has a -5, eh?
-5. Yeah.
All right. I will roll a wisdom saving throw. He will let it succeed. He will the spell fails. No, the spell succeeds. You don't feel any resistance coming from the other side.
Okay. Okay.
As you see an old man wearing a monkish type garb, like with
Solomon?
Oh.
one large kind of like gash in his throat. He's like trying his best to hold.
Oh no!
Holy shit!
You realize he's being dragged by his scruff of the neck, being
That would take so
dragged
much
and
time.
dragged and dragged into into a room basically. You try to look at who's dragging him. He's facing away, but you see an elven figure. And as he pulls Solomon into the room, the spell immediately ends.
Oh, he's in a
Oh,
sanctum!
yeah, the sanctum.
Oh no! It's Solomon,
no.
right? It's Solomon?
It's Solomon, yeah.
Shit! Shit!
Oh shit! I should have come.
Can I-
I should have immediately came back here. Damn it!
I'm gonna send a sending to Solomon. Cause he can reply in his head, right?
I think Sanctum blocks it, right?
Oh, you're right! You're right! Yeah, any divination you can't go through.
Yeah, sending is evocation though.
Oh! Then maybe
Remember?
you'll
Well,
be able to.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sending you
Well,
send
well.
energy.
Alright, okay.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
god!
What do you say?
Okay. Wait, then technically you can send sending to anyone with the locket, no? It's not divination.
No.
Ah.
We'll say since that's how we've been running it. Yeah, the knocket blocks it. It's an Ignis blocker. Very expensive.
Stop it. Okay, I'll ask Solomon. We saw what's happening to you. Who did this? Where are you? We'll come as soon as we can. Hang in there, please.
Don't bother. Heal blade. And don't trust the Empire.
I'm so sad I never got to see him.
Oh no. No, we gotta save him.
Was I spared because I was inside the sanctum, or did he know I was in the sanctum and didn't kill me?
You know the blood on your toe is his blood. And it wasn't a sanctum. If you explain this to the party, because it's completely pitch black inside.
It's
a
darkness, I
spell.
think.
Oh, it's darkness, okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. I'm gonna try to keep talking to him.
You try to send another spell. No
Yeah.
reply.
No,
Oh,
he
no.
died.
Get done.
Solomon, we didn't even get to know you.
What do you guys want to do now?
I'm very sad. I wish I'd come back here earlier. Maybe we could have saved him.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's just I think they just got to him faster. He was looking into Project Seekers, which is what we asked. We kind of sent him to his death.
Oh no.
Or
Okay.
maybe. He was looking for secret candidates, right? He was a part of that project.
He was looking for exceptional individuals, not specifically part of Project Seeker. He doesn't know what
Okay.
Project Seeker is.
Okay. I see.
So his results may have been used in Project Seeker.
Okay, so maybe, just maybe, I don't know, maybe the Empire sees him. Oh, you failed because you're captured or something, so you gotta die, man. Like he did say, don't trust the Empire, right?
Yeah, he said don't trust the Empire or the Emperor. He said
The Empire.
Emperor, right?
The Empire.
The Empire. Like I said, the Emperor might be good, but the Empire is bad.
What do you guys want to do?
Let's set a meeting with the Emperor.
All right. You go outside. The girl who's waiting outside is now Sarah. Wakes up. What's wrong, Ignis?
I think we've come to a decision. Can we just ask to meet the Emperor tomorrow?
She smiles. Perfect. I will let him know, and we'll see when he can set up the meeting. Okay?
And
I hope it's good news.
I don't get your hopes up, Sarah. Is what I would say.
Oh, I was looking forward to working with you guys. You guys are fun.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what happens to Steven Stevenson.
We don't talk about that. Let's move on to something else.
But it's about you, Sarah. You're fun.
Yep, I'm working. No personal stuff, but I will let the Emperor know. Good luck. Hopefully, I know you guys don't want to, but hopefully I get to work with you guys in the future. She turns around and puts.
I hope.
Oh yeah.
I hope the next time we meet, you're still good, Sarah.
What? She kind of like
As in, doing
dismisses you.
good.
She just dismisses you. Puts a hand on her earring. Yeah. Uh-huh. They'll meet the Emperor. Okay. I'll let them know. The Emperor says tomorrow sounds great. 8 p.m.
Night. Okay, yeah, sure.
PM? Oh my god.
He said night. PM.
Yeah,
PM.
PM. Yeah. I'll say like later in the day. Because they don't have PM, AM, I guess. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been using that though.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a shorthand for the players. But, the
Okay.
character's more like, yeah, a little bit after midsummer, blah 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 blah, and so on to get the precise time.
A little bit.
But clocks do
A little
exist.
bit after 10 day.
10 days. But clocks do exist. Clocks do exist. Because there's clock town. But yeah, you close the door as Sarah waves you goodbye and she returns back to her seat. Ignis, you turn to your group, ready for your upcoming meeting with the Emperor. And that is where we're gonna end our session today. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Gonna stop here for now and we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, you know what? I think Hillblade saw Kane.